It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer, and you guys out there in Australia have been raving about this beer. I've been posting beers recently from Australia, and all I've had in the comments box from the videos is, from other breweries' beers by the way in Australia, is you got to get open the Cluster 8. We've seen you unbox it on Facebook or Instagram, and we really want you to get into it. So this is Bentspoke Brewing Company's Cluster 8 Double IPA at 8.8% ABV in a 375ml can, and is part of their Drifter series. Looks amazing. I love the hype when a beer's hyped up. I can't wait to get it open into a glass and see what we get. Woo! Loads of smoke on the can opening. I love these kind of big open kind of lids as well with these cans of craft beer. Here we go then, beer in the glass. At this stage of the beer review, I'd like to say a massive thank you again to Mick. Mick is like the Australian craft beer champion, really. He's the guy championing the beer, sending them halfway around the world to us here in the UK from Australia to try on the channel. And yeah, if it wasn't for Mick, we wouldn't have tried anywhere near the amount of craft beer that we've had over the last year, 18 months, 2 years. Thank you very much, Mick. Let's get hold of this beauty, shall we? Beer in the glass. We got a 2-finger, slightly off-white head, good levels of carbonation rolling up the glass. It's a lovely hazy amber coloured beer. You can see the beer's got good body. By that I mean you can see the slow moving carbonation rolling up the glass. That means the beer's got good body. The carbonation's kind of fighting its way through that liquid. Yeah, orange haze. Look at that for a little whirl, guys. Let's get the aroma. I try my very best actually to keep my feet well grounded when a beer has been kind of hyped up as much as this has been. There's some people in Australia saying this is the best double IPA Australia have ever produced. It smells that way. It does smell that way. It is really, really juicy and really really hoppy. Fleshy blood orange, pine. Grapefruit. Lemon. A little bit of sweetness. It's ready to dive in. Let's dive in. Cheers, guys. Yeah, I gotta put that down. Stone the Crows! Stone the Crows! What a fantastic beer! I am breathing hops at you guys at the moment. It starts off, I must admit, it starts off with a little bit of kind of candied fruit, a little bit of sweetness going on, and then it's bang! It's wallop! It's a massive amount of hops piling and piling and piling on your palate. The flavours are grapefruit, fleshy blood orange, as I said, some of that kind of lovely candied sugar, candied fruit flavours coming through from the little bit of sweet malt. It's piney, it's juicy, it's got a good mouthfeel, but it's managing to stay juicy. The carbonation pushes the beer around the inside of the mouth to release more of that flavour, and then it goes from slightly kind of candied fruit sweetness on the front of the palate to a massive amount of bitterness on the back end. As I was saying to you 15 seconds ago, I am breathing hops, and that is that roller coaster ride of flavour and bitterness, kind of just smashing your palate to bits. That is some beer. That is some beer. For me, that could go up against some of the best double IPAs in the world. I've had your Pliny the Elders, I've drunk your Alchemist Heady Toppers. I've drunk some of the big bad boy beers from Poland. Let me show you. The bottle's really dusty. I never dust this stuff. That's called Crazy Mike. And that was a double IPA at 100 IBUs. Yeah, very dusty bottle. Really dusty, actually. But that was coming in at 9% ABV. So 0.2% lower is the... is this wonderful beer from... some dust on this can now. From Bentspoke Brewing Company. Cluster 8. Yeah, I've more or less tried them all, guys. I've tried them all. All of the best double IPAs from all around the world. Some of the amazing double IPAs from the UK. Magic Rock Brewing Company. We've had their double IPAs, their triple IPAs. This would go head to head, absolutely head to head with some of the Magic Rock beers, some of the Colonel beers in the UK, some of the Japanese double IPAs. Yeah, this would go against, and it could very well win against some of the best double IPAs in the world. Well done to Australia for producing such an amazing beer then. Sorry, it's carbonated. And what does it for me is that there's actually really little to no trace of alcohol. Is hidden so well. Some of the best beers you get from Belgium are served in Belgian cafes. They'll serve you a menu. It's got like 300 different beers in. Go through the book, the beer book, pick the beer you want. You may not look at the ABV. You'll be sitting there, you'll have one, then you'll have another one, and then you'll either get up and fall over, or you'll make your way to the toilet, stumble and fall over. It's that ability to hide the alcohol by volume, the ABV of the beer, that makes these beers truly magical. And this has done it in abundance also. As you can see, I've nearly finished it. I could, you know, if it wasn't for me needing to take a thumbnail for this video, you know, as I do, then I would probably just smash this in front of you guys now. Sweetness followed by wonderful bitterness, followed by monumental flavours. There's some passion fruit in there, some mango, the grapefruit, the pine needle, the lemon, the fleshy blood orange, the tangerine. Amazing. That cluster 8 is absolutely out of this world. Out of this world. I'm going to rate it. It looked good. It smelt good. It came with rave reviews. My head wasn't bent at all. My thinking of the beer wasn't bent at all by the beer being raved about. I'm too experienced in... I've drunk 4,800 plus beers now. We're heading to 5,000 beers on the channel. So my head won't be turned by the just how amazing the beer is supposed to be. I go by my palate and how good it actually is. And I'm telling you, that would go against some of the best double IPAs in the world. It's enough for me to say, Stone the Crows, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Thank you very much to Mick for sending me the beer. We've got a few more to come from Ballistic Beer. We got another one very shortly, actually. This is by New England Brewing Company. Yeah, 10 out of 10. Thanks to Mick for sending. Put your comments in the comments box. Please subscribe to our daily beer reviews. It really helps us grow as a channel. Put your comments in the comments box. And cheers. Boom and cheers.